We're lost.
We're here!
But we're lost. Have you seen how big this building is?
Well, yes, it is a very big building, but we have finally made it. We have arrived and we have a plan.
Is that the handbook for the church?
Yes, and in here, there has to be a map, so we are gonna be just fine because we're gonna follow the plan.
I know I'm supposed to be the cool one, but I don't think this is a good plan.
It's totally going to work.
No,
Because I am the prepared one.
no, I don't think so.
Okay, cool, Carol. How about we compromise for a second?
Okay,
And before I find the map and we figure out where we're supposed to go, why don't we rehearse and practice for seeing the Grace Kids?
that's a great idea, planning Penny. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Grace
Hi,
Kids!
guys, I'm so excited to see you.
It's week 4! Week 4. And in week 4, we are going to learn more about Abraham's story.
I'm so excited, and our bottom line for today is God's plan for me is to trust Him.
Yes, trust.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what I'm trying to
Trust
tell you.
God.
We need to trust that there is a plan and we can figure out where to go.
You know what? Let's let the kids hear the lesson, and we'll get back to this.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna find the map.
Okay.
Hey Grace Kids, we're on week 4 of our memory verse from Psalm 37:23 that says this: "The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives." Now you guys see it right here on the screen. Now, we're gonna make some words disappear. So can you say it again with me? The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Psalm 37:23. Now, you guys are doing amazing, so we're gonna make some more words disappear. Pretty cool, huh? Are you ready? The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Psalm 37:23. Now we're gonna make all of the words disappear. One last time. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Psalm 37:23. Great job.
Hi, Pastor Kate.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
So we are on week 4, and we are continuing our story on Abraham and Sarah.
Yes.
So today's story is a really good one. It's one of my favorites. So we pick up in the story where Abraham is sitting outside by a really big tree,
Yeah.
and he gets a visit from God.
Yeah. There's these 3 guys that showed up, right?
Yes. All of a sudden, he sees them from a distance. These 3 guys are walking up, and Abraham knows that they are coming from the Lord. So he goes and he gets them something to drink, and he gets them something to eat, and
Yeah.
he's preparing things
He
for
pulls
them.
out all the stops. He knows that they deserve the best.
He does all kinds of food that I've never even tried before. And from inside the tent, Sarah is listening.
Yeah, she has her ear up to the tent door. I've done that a few times.
I bet some of our friends have probably done that too.
I'm sure they have. Listening when they weren't supposed to.
I bet some of them are really good eavesdroppers.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Sarah was doing. And all of a sudden, they're talking, Abraham and God, through these 3 guys, and they tell him something which is kind of crazy to imagine.
What did they tell him?
They told him that Sarah was going to have a child.
What was so crazy about that?
Well, Abraham and Sarah were both really, really old.
Oh, yeah. They were like he was 99?
Yeah, and she was pretty close to 90. And so they were well past the age of having kids. And so it was kind of a crazy thought. But this was coming straight from God. Now, Abraham's reaction was like, okay, great. But Sarah's reaction was a little different.
No, she was like, that's so funny. That would never happen. That's impossible.
Yeah, and she kind of gave herself away because she was laughing now from inside the tent.
Yeah. That would give you away.
And my favorite part about it is God actually calls her out on it. God says, why did Sarah laugh? And then Sarah goes and lies and says, I didn't laugh. And God ends the story with, yes, you did. He just totally catches her right in a lie in the middle of her laughter.
Ooh, it's like getting your hand caught in the cookie jar. You ever heard that saying? It's, you get in trouble,
Our friends have probably experienced that too.
I'm sure they have. We pick up the story then in Genesis chapter 21, and this is what it says. Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah as he said, and the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. He did what he had promised.
Wow.
So Sarah became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age, at the very time God had promised him. Abraham gave the name Isaac. You guys know that name? It's coming up later next week's story. To the son Sarah bore him. When his son Isaac was 8 days old, he was circumcised as God commanded him. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me.
That's awesome. It totally takes it back to the moment that she heard that she was going to have a son.
Yeah, and I love that because it also reminds us that God's plan for us is to trust in him, is to trust in his promises.
And I think I heard that that's our bottom line.
Yeah. And you know, one of the coolest things that I know to be true is that when we have faced hard things, when we're going through hard stuff, even though it might be new to us, the thing is that God has already showed us how faithful he was in the past, and that we know that he's going to be faithful in the future. And you know what? We actually have a song that we'll be posting on our Facebook page later about this.
Yes. So you guys are going to want to check that out tonight around 6 o'clock. It's a really great song. And some of you guys got to help us create it.
Yeah, so check back then and you can hear about how we need to be confident in the Lord.
We're never gonna find our way to the room that we need to be in.
Cool, Carol. Yes, we are. I've almost got it figured out. We just have to go that way and then make a right and then make another left and then another left and maybe a couple more lefts and go up some stairs.
We're so lost.
No, we have a plan, Cool, Carol. It's gonna be just fine.
We're supposed to be there for the lesson soon.
We will. We're almost there. And our friends today, they learned that we can trust in God. That God has a plan for me to trust in him.
Well, I'll trust in God, but not in your plan.
Good. No, cool, Carol. I guess we should pray. God, thank you for giving us a plan to be able to trust you, just like Abraham and Sarah did. Please be with each one of us this week. Amen. We'll see you soon.